So in the last video we talked about negatives in present continuous as well as positives. But today what I want to do is talk about questions in present continuous. Questions in present continuous. Alright, so how do you ask questions in present continuous? Okay, how do you ask questions in present continuous? Alright, so if I give you an example, okay, I can say, are you studying English? Okay, are you studying English? Okay, are you studying English? So that is a question in present continuous. Okay, are you studying English? And what could be the answer? Maybe you could say, yes, I am studying English. Okay, yes, I am studying English. Okay, in that part you know, the answer you know. But if you look at these two, what is the difference between them? Okay, what is the difference? You might notice some similarities between them. For example, English is still English, that's the same. And studying is still studying. And yes, you probably know yes. But if you look here, we say, are you? And in the answer, we say, I am. So how is that different? Okay, how is that different? Well, for one thing, the verb to be is in a different spot, correct? We have are you, and we have I am. If you notice, they trade places, okay? They switch places. And that's really the only difference. Okay, let me give you another example. Okay. So I can say a similar example. Where are you studying? Where are you studying? Okay, where are you studying English? Alright, where are you studying English? Okay, now it is a little different because we're not saying, are you studying English? Okay, which is a yes or no question. We're saying, where are you studying English? This implies we already know that you are. But we're not asking yes or no, are you? We're asking where are you studying? Okay, so a possible answer, you could say, I am studying English in my house. Okay, I am studying English in my house. Okay, and the idea is, in my house, is because we have where, correct? Where. That's why we're asking that, in my house. Okay, but it's still the same. English is English, studying is studying. But if you look again, okay, these are switched once again, and so are these. These are in opposite places. So if you think about that, if these are traded, well, that's the only difference when you ask a question. Let me move down here a little bit, and I'll give you the grammar for it. Okay, so if we look at this, it says, where are you studying English? Okay, so if we have the grammar, we could say, what is where? Where? Well, where is what we call a WH pronoun. WH pronoun. For now, I'll just write a WH underscore. But a WH pronoun. And those are words like what, where, who, whom. Okay, words like that. And I'll explain them in another video. But so we have a WH pronoun. Sometimes, that's why I put it here in parentheses. Okay, but then we also have the verb to be. Okay, the verb to be. And I'll add a plus here so you can separate. So plus the verb to be. Okay, and we can also start the question with just the verb to be if we want it to be a yes or no question. Okay. Plus, what do we have after that? Well, normally in affirmative, it would be the subject, plus the verb to be. But because we're asking a question, and these are switched again, we want the verb to be, and then we want the subject. Okay, so the verb to be plus the subject. And something kind of interesting, okay, we just follow the same idea. Okay, so a verb plus ing. And remember, this is a question. A question. I'll make that a little bigger for you. It is a question. Okay? So if you follow the grammar, tenses here. So what could be a WH? Maybe a very common one. You could say what. What. Okay, so let's say what. And then we need the verb to be. So let's say what is. Okay, what is. And what are some verb, or what is the verb to be? I'm sorry. What is the subject that goes with is? Okay, so we have he is, she is, and it is, correct? So what is, let's say she. What is she? And then we need a verb. Okay, and a very common verb we would use in this would probably be do. Okay, do you know do? Correct? Do. Plus ing. Okay. So, if we look at this, we have what is she doing? Okay, what is she doing? What is she doing? So a possible answer could be she, correct? Because we don't want to repeat what. That becomes erased. So we have she, and then we need the verb to be. So she is. And doing is not repeated because we're asking what is she doing. So we need a different verb. So you could say she is, let's say use. Okay, so she is use plus ing. And when we add ing to a word with an e, we erase the e. So we say she is using. She's using what? Maybe she is using the computer. Okay, she is using the computer. Okay, she is using the computer. Okay, so let's look at a different one. Let me scroll down here and let's follow the same grammar. Okay, so I can say, for example, let's see, where are you going? Okay, where are you going? So we look at this, we have where, which is the WH up here. We have are, which is the verb to be. You is the subject, and the verb is go plus ing. Where are you going? Okay, where are you going? In the answer, you could say, for example, I am going, because in this case we repeat going, because it's asking where. I am going to the cinema. Okay, I am going to the cinema. Okay, to see a new movie, for example. I'm going to the cinema. Okay, now like I said before, we don't always have to use a WH word. So let's try a yes or no question. And it's a yes or no question if we use only the verb to be, no WH pronoun. So if we think about only the verb to be, let's say is, for example. Is, okay, now we need a subject. Is he, okay, is he what? Is he, let's say, doing his homework? Correct, homework. Question. Is he doing his homework? So we have is, the verb to be, the subject he, the verb do, plus ing, doing, and then extra we have his homework, correct? His homework. So if we look, is he doing his homework? The answer, you could say, yes. Okay. He is doing his homework. Okay, got a little scribbled there, but yes, he is doing his homework. Is that okay? It takes practice, but if you follow the grammar, it should be just fine. Think of it as mathematics. Okay, first you have this, and then the next, and the next. If you follow the order, you'll have no problems. Alright, I'm going to leave you there, and we'll pick up more in the next video.